Hey, what's up, guys? So we've been filming all kinds of cool content for Megsquats' channel. This is Meg Gallagher.
It's me.
It's her. Say the strong friends.
Hi, my strong friends. If anybody is here from my channel over to Grace's channel, thank you for coming and welcome to this loveliness.
So I asked a couple times last week for some questions for a Q&A. So we got a little list that Assistant Cats Amanda wrote up for us. So we're going to start here and we're going to ask the questions and we're both going to give our answers. So we're going to start off with the king, Benny Magnuson. Who or what was your first ever motivation to be so kick-ass? And I would have to say my first motivation, well, it was actually, okay, whenever I saw this question this week, I reached out to somebody who used to train at this gym back in Canada to try and get this lady's name or to reach her somehow. Because I saw a woman shoulder pressing 50-pound dumbbells. She was like long blonde hair, super beautiful, muscular. I feel like she was doing, shoulder presses with 50-pound dumbbells. And I'm like, that's never the first time I ever saw a muscular woman. I'm like, I want to be like her.
Cool.
And I ended up meeting her later on down the road. And at a powerlifting meet, actually. Anyways, so she was my first motivation. I knew that I wanted to have muscle, at least go in that direction after seeing this lady in the weight room whenever I was like just trying to lose weight and look fit. But Laura Phelps actually was my first, motivation to be so kick-ass. Yeah.
My motivation to be kick-ass is right here.
Shut the frick up.
So I remember like the moment I first learned of you and Susan Salazar when I was like searching, maybe it was like girls who lift or like badass women of powerlifting video on YouTube like a couple years ago. And I was just like searching on YouTube for other women who lifted. It was when I was maybe still doing CrossFit and like crossing over to powerlifting. So here you are, and here I am hanging out with you. So I've been fangirling for like 48 hours now.
Oh God, shut the fuck up. Not even true. Okay, so next question. You can start with your answer. Okay, Gabe Wells asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now, powerlifting / coaching wise?
So 5 years from now, I just like to take, we were talking about this, I like to take every, as far as numbers go, I like to take every like PR 5 pounds at a time, and just like to slowly increase my gains. And if I can do that over the span of 5 years, like I feel like I could be maybe a contender for, or at least pretty close to getting in the top 5 or 3 at USAPL Nationals. Whether or not I want to stay USAPL for that long period of time, I don't know. I've only been powerlifting now, strictly focused on powerlifting for 2 years. But yeah, I don't coach right now, but I am going to start offering programming for my Megsquats strong friends. So I'm excited to work with some, beginner to intermediate lifters, and kind of open up what I use for programming to them, adjust it for beginners, of course. But yeah, so I mean, I can only imagine, like, if I continue to grow with at the rate I have been going, I can only imagine where I'd be. So I just like to take it step by step, and I'll be really fucking strong in 5 years, that's for sure.
Goddamn straight. Where do I see myself in 5 years, powerlifting, coaching-wise? Powerlifting, I haven't really thought about that. I would still like to be competing in 5 years.
Yeah.
I think. Honestly, it's not something that I don't plan to compete for the rest of my life. I might want to have kids one day and just not...
Chill.
Yeah,
relax.
Just chill. But same as you, like 5-pound PRs at a time. So maybe that would put my total out if I compete 3 times a year.
Yeah,
I'm really not sure, I want to be stronger than I am now, if I'm still lifting. And then coaching wise, I want to have a team, DCS Pack. I want the DCS Pack to travel together to international meets like 3-4 times a year.
Cool.
I want to be big enough to like sponsor the lifters and pay for all of their expenses to go to different international events and compete like a real team.
Yeah.
The tracksuits and everything.
That's sweet when you get to the point where you're like, yeah, I really want to like support other people in doing their own shit, because it's hard as a lifter. It's hard to like make it to events, and it's expensive, and sometimes you don't have that support.
Yeah. Right now, I do like a little youth program, so everybody I coach under 20, I pay their meat injuries.
Sweet.
And sometimes like I can help out with hotels and stuff. Like if it's like a nationals and we're all going, I want them to represent our team.
Yeah.
So that's
cool.
That's really cool. That feels good. Okay, let's go down to Rob Philippus, Quads Like Rob. I'm sure y'all know him. He had a really good question. He'll be here this week. Oh my God, it's this week. Freaking
I'll be watching the live
US
stream.
Open is this week. Okay, how would you compare the excitement you have when you personally hit a goal versus one of your athletes? And I can say that it doesn't even compare. Like, I would never cry after a PR, but almost every single time Susan Salazar has broken an all-time world record, like I've been there for every time, I've cried.
Yeah.
And I get so much more excited whenever my athletes PR than whenever I PR. So it doesn't compare. That's a really cool question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a coach, but I wish I could say I get as stoked as my boyfriend Ryan does, who handles me at meets. But I love having him as a handler and a programmer and a coach, really, because he is like so invested in me. So he's a weightlifter, so it's like different on that end, but it's the stress that he experiences and like the happiness that he experiences. Like I can only imagine being a coach and like having your little babies. So I'm psyched either way, but I don't yet have athletes.
Okay. Calendar question mark. Yes, I've done some sexy photo shoots.
I've seen it on the Instagram.
And I'm going to be putting out a calendar at the end of the year so that people will actually buy it if it's for like the new year. That's whenever people get calendars, right? Whenever January's coming.
Yes.
So yeah, stay tuned. It'll be around Christmas. What about your calendar?
I have no plans for a calendar yet, but depending on how well yours does, so I have my 2016 calendar now, so maybe 2017 Megsquats will come out with one.
Yeah. Kilo, do you want to grab him? He loves to be in the videos. Kilo, get here.
Kilo.
Everybody wants to see the hairless cat.
Come here, little kitty cat. Come here.
Okay, this is a good question.
Come here.
Just scruff his freaking ass.
I don't, I'm scared to scruff him. I'm gonna get you though.
Oh, look at Mel. I didn't even know she was back there.
Yeah, she's chilling with me. Got you.
He wants to be on you.
Aww.
Stay here, you
She
little
galloped
fucker.
away.
Okay, so
No.
just leave the cover alone. All right, next question from Iron Rebel Powerlifting. Oh, sorry. Iron Bell Powerlifting. Dyslexic. What food do you eat on meet day? You go first.
I usually just eat whatever I have been eating like in training. So usually I eat like oatmeal mixed with protein powder, and then I'll mix it with like almond milk and eat it cold. So I just make sure I have like a 1 gram to 1.1 gram of protein to 1.5 gram of carbs. So I get a lot of carbs and some protein, so I'm full. Yeah, and I will drink some juice and Gatorade. I don't eat like crazy, but I make sure to keep my fiber pretty low and my fat pretty low, carbs high.
Cool. I eat pretty much the same thing, or not at all the same thing, sorry. The same thing every meet. Not the same thing, sorry. I eat like regular breakfast. Okay, what's a regular breakfast? I don't eat a regular breakfast because I'm usually in a hotel. So I will usually eat like 2 donuts from my post-weigh-in donut.
Nice.
I'm a dozen of donuts. So I usually have a couple donuts while I'm doing my makeup and getting ready. Or like I'll go down to the complimentary breakfast and like have a bagel and cream cheese and whatever else I can stomach. I'm usually like so friggin' nervous to eat breakfast. And then after squats, I usually eat some cold pad thai left over from the day before.
Oh, nice.
I always eat pad thai after I weigh in. And then I like those pretzel, like those peanut butter filled pretzel bites. I like those on meat days, like lots of salt. And,
Yeah, salt is good. I like chocolate. I just recently started eating chocolate covered pretzels on meat day. Yeah,
very good.
Adding those in.
And that's pretty much it. Maybe like a cookie or not a lot of like real food. Maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something, but not a lot of real food. Just like a little bit of leftovers and maybe like a donut. And I don't eat a lot on meat day. Okay, what is the most effective cardio regimen for a powerlifter? Sorry.
I don't know if I utilize any of this, but I see a lot of people doing like sled pulls. I feel like that makes sense for powerlifters. Like I said, I don't use it. Cardio, I live in New York City, so I walk around a lot and I walk to and back from the gym. So I feel like
How long of a walk? How long does it take you to
It's probably like a 10-minute walk. So it's not crazy, but it's something that gets me moving. I mean, anytime I leave the house, I'm like walking for 20 minutes. Usually if I go do something. So I don't focus on cardio that much, but maybe sled pulls if you really...
Not doing cardio is pretty much the reason why I chose powerlifting.
Yeah.
But whenever I have done cardio as a powerlifter, I've pushed the prowler, dragged the sled, and done hill sprints.
So there you go.
So yes.
Kitten! Come here, you get me in the video. I'm telling you. Come on, I know you want to do it.
Okay. What's one saying or quote that you tell yourself when you're having a bad day or you're being hard on yourself and need motivation? For me, it's something my old coach used to say all the time. Easy never gets results. So no matter, he actually died 2 weeks ago. So if you guys were following my journey last fall, I stopped lifting for about 5 weeks. I started doing all this crazy military style training and bodyweight stuff, and I got a 6-pack, and my coach was a badass retired Navy SEAL, Steve Nave, and anyways, he died in his sleep. He had a heart attack a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I've been lately I've been like all the things that he used to say, you know, they've been sticking with me pretty heavy lately. Easy never gets results. And hard but fair. He was a Navy SEAL he actually finished in the top 1% at Buds, which is like the top fucking decimal .1, you know, like of the most badass men in the world.
Wow. So it's like within the Navy SEALs?
Yeah, within the Navy, like, yeah, so he finished on top of his class, and he did 20 or 21 years as a SEAL, and then he was an instructor at Buds, which is where, like, the SEAL training here in San Diego. So, yeah, easy never gets results, and hard but fair. What about you?
I don't know if I have, like, a mantra. I guess for me it's just, like, just keep inching forward with a lot of things. I got a lot of shit going on most of the time, and I can get overwhelmed with all the things that I need to do.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, so...
We got a lot going on.
So I just try to think of it as like, okay, just take this one thing and like just move a little bit forward. And if you keep doing that over a long period of time, I mean, you'll be where you want to be. So as long as every day I'm doing a little bit of work, and I kind of forgive myself if I'm not doing enough, that it's like, okay, did I move an inch? Then that's good enough for me.
Sorry I haven't been saying names of people asking questions.
I think you have. You have.
A little bit, not really.
You have for most.
Okay, so that was a question from Mom2612, and then we had the question about meat day food from Iron Bell Powerlifting, and then the cardio question, oh my quads on Instagram, and then about the sexy calendar. There was 2 people that asked that question apparently. Nice. Anyways, so then we have, I just saw a good one. Oh, good mornings as a max effort exercise, why or why not? That is from Anthony Sissel. And for us, I would say yes. Definitely good mornings as a max effort exercise, but never as a 1-rep max. So we can still have a max effort day and do a 3-rep max or a 5-rep max. And that's how we'll use good mornings as a max effort. The only time we ever do a 1-rep max good morning is a suspended good morning. So the good morning starts from the bottom and you good morning it up out of chains or safety straps or off of pins. So usually we would use a giant camber bar for that, just so that we can hold onto the bar better. It's down by the sides. We start from the bottom. You guys can search this channel for the word suspended, and a few suspended good morning videos will come up. So if it's not a suspended good morning, then it's not a 1 rep max. But we have a seated good morning with a safety squat bar. We have a round back good morning. We have a arch back good morning, and then we have good mornings with different specialty bars. So safety squat bar, camber bar, straight bar. So there's a lot of variations for that. I don't know if you want to chime in. Yeah.
Hold on, let me get the kitties. Come here, what did they say? Are they okay in here? Do you want to leave them in here?
No, bring the fuckers out.
Come on. Why are you guys being so loud during our video
Right.
only? You goofballs. Come on, this way. Come on, Lily. Come on, little kitty cat. Here. No. Hey, kitty. You're in the bowl. Okay.
Thank you.
Not that that'll help.
Good thinking.
For me, I've only done good mornings as an accessory, so usually my reps are like 8 to 12. A few sets of 8 to 12.
Cool. All right. You or Meg coming to the UK. Meg and her videos are the reason I got back into powerlifting after losing all my confidence with it last year. She's been my biggest inspiration. That's from Shayna Lord on Instagram. Ultra blessed.
Thank you. Yes, queen.
Big.
Cool. Thank you for like sharing that. I'm glad you're back into lifting. And you know, sometimes you lose your confidence, and I think lifting is a good way to get it back. Even if, you know, sometimes you gotta be realistic if your numbers aren't where you want them to be or where they have been, and then just reprioritize. I don't have plans to come to the UK anytime soon, at least not for like expos or anything, but I'd like to go to Body Power, I think is in the UK. So hopefully that's coming soon. It all depends on if a brand wants to work with me and they want to send me there. Right now, just that travel for me to front foot the bill right now doesn't make sense financially, but you know, you never know. So I hope to meet you one day.
All right, then we have a question from, and no, I'm not going to the UK, sorry. Yana Avigras. That's a Russian name. I've learned Yana. I've met a couple. Andrei Milanich's
I'm sure you've met a few Russians in your time.
My business partner is Russian. It says daily diet and longing to meet you in Moscow in November. Yeah, so I'll be in Moscow in November.
Nice.
I forget which weekend it is, but I'll be posting about it sometime. My daily diet, I guess I won't lie. I guess I'll be honest. It's breakfast, like, so it's changed. When I was getting ready for my last meet, it was like a lot better and a lot more consistent. And I shared about it last time I did a Q&A. I talked about my diet, and I was honest, at the time that's what I was eating. Right now, at the time, I'm eating like bread, or I eat bread.
Bread, just bread.
That's it, all the time.
Just 100% carbs.
Yeah, fucking carburetor. So I eat like eggs for breakfast, eggs and toast, sourdough toast. And I'll make like eggs with like spinach and mushrooms.
Yeah,
and
we had that today. She made it for me.
A bunch of veggies. If I don't eat eggs for breakfast, then I have like a bagel on the go. And then I'll eat like turkey and rice for lunch, or if I have like leftover pasta, or a fucking burrito. I mean, and then yeah, I'm eating 3 times a day now. So that's just where I'm at right now. And then for dinner, it's usually like turkey and rice, or if I eat out, it's either like chicken and rice, like teriyaki something, or maybe like Thai, which is actually very rare right now. So just like turkey and rice. Like I still meal prep, but I just like don't eat the meals like all the time throughout the day like I used to. But I still meal prep, and the only thing I'm making right now is turkey and rice. So
my daily diet varies for sure. I've had a lot of travel lately, so it hasn't been as consistent as I wish it were. I usually in the mornings For weekend training, I'll have bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. I've actually been switching it to be a little more healthy, so I do whole wheat bagel with egg whites, turkey bacon, and avocado. I live above a bagel shop, so it's key. And other than that, I'll do like ground turkey, egg white, and spinach with a bunch of bread. I eat a lot of Nutella sandwiches for my carbs. They're so good. Peanut butter sandwiches for my carbs and fats. I try to keep it simple when I can, but I live in New York City, so it's really easy to go out to eat to like amazing restaurants. So I indulge, and when I do go out, I try to make more simple choices when I can and when I feel like it. I do love hamburgers and french fries, so yeah, it varies.